Hi and welcome to this video. Now, as you know from watching other videos, I've had this car a short while and already I've made a list of 5 things which, hate's a strong word, but find very annoying on this car because it is such a nice car. So yeah, basically here's a list of my 5 things. I'm not going to include things such as mechanical issues because there's none that I can think of which are very common, that go in every car. So these are just things which I found faults with this car, or I do know are issues on other Mark 3s. So the first one is the door rubbers. So as you've seen, it's the door rubbers, poking out the bottom of the doors. You see these on Mondeos and other Focuses. It's a very common issue. So yeah, what it is exactly is on all 4 doors, as it's happened on this one. Along the bottom mainly, the rubber which attaches to the door itself, for some reason, don't ask me why, they all come unstuck and they become loose, and obviously as you're opening and shutting the doors they fall off. Now what I've done on mine is, what's left of it, because obviously when I bought this car it only came with some of them, is I tried to glue them back on. Now obviously at some point I'm going to have to get some others from a breaker car or something and try and glue them back on, but a lot of people just pull them off and crack on. So the second thing is, I've done this video previously, the rear badges on the Mark 3. Now on pretty much every Mark 3 that I've seen, unless it's been done, the rear badges are corroded. Again, like I say, I've had to do it on this one. I'm not sure whether Ford tried to skimp out and used cheapo badges. Mainly it's the rear, not so much the front. I don't know whether it's because of the design of them, not too sure. But yeah, a lot of them are corroded, and to replace them, depending on what you get, either the cheapo ones or the proper ones, will be roughly between £10 and £30. If you do need a video to replace yours, I will try and link it up here somewhere, I think, and I hopefully find that useful. Now the third thing I find really annoying is the stereo. Now I have a Sync 1 stereo in this. I would like to upgrade it if possible. Maybe something in the future to sort out and look forward to, but for now the most annoying part about it is playing from a USB. Don't really use CDs. The USB plugs into the center console, which is down here, and obviously I've got 32 gig memory stick, which is great, put a lot of songs on there, but to try and change the songs on different folders, I don't know if it's something I'm doing, but it is very annoying to try and change the track over. So I'll just turn the camera around and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So basically I've just turned the stereo on and I'll just turn it down so I don't get any copyrights. Okay, so I have a song at the moment. I'm not going to play it because, like I said, copyright. Now annoyingly, if you try and use this, it changes the menu on the dash, so you can't use that. But if you want to select a different folder, instead of just pressing up on here even, you have to press, pull the camera back, press browse, which takes you back to the main menu. You have to go up, browse USB, and then you can select all of your folders. Don't judge me with the music, by the way. These have been on there for quite some time. And then you have to go into that folder, and then you have to press OK to select the song. Now I say it's not that big of a hindrance to do that, but obviously while you're driving it's not a good thing to do while you drive. But yeah, it is quite distracting. Rather than just pressing the up arrow to change folders, you have to go into that menu. Now I don't know if it's different in the Sync 2, with the touchscreen and that type of thing, but for the Sync 1, yeah, it's not the easiest thing to use. I don't know if there's another way around of doing it, but yeah, that's just my thing. So number 4. So basically at this point in the video, not sure what happened. The screen went all blue, got the sound, but the picture was just blue and pixelated. So as I'm editing this, I thought I'd just quickly re-record this as much as I need to, just so we can continue. So yeah, basically this one, ask any Mark 3 owner. It's a common thing. You can Google Mark 3 leaks, Mark 3 Focus leaks, and you'll see a ton of video posts about this thing. Lots of Mark 3s leak. Apparently it comes through the rear vents and behind the back bumper. and then a padding in the rear quarter soaks all the water or something and makes its way in. Now that is a common thing with the Mark III, I say. It's not really a big issue with the estate. Sorry, I'm losing my voice again. Although it does happen. I've had a little bit of leakage, which is why this is one of my hate issues. On the estate, I'll put a photo in. It comes through the top seams on the boot. You know, where it lifts up, you have two seams either side, and it works its way through there. Now on the estate, it doesn't come in that I know of through the same vents as the hatch version. Although it does have, if I can find a picture again, I'll put it in, a little hole just behind the back bumper, which you can see from the inside within the boot. And for some reason Ford thought it was a good idea just to put a little adhesive sticker over it just to cover it up. I'm not sure what the idea with that was, but yeah, that can come off with age, and water can get in that way because the hole's, you know, a bit bigger than a centimetre in diameter, so yeah, you will get water in that way. I've just resolved that by putting some sealant around it, and so far it's been fine. And that's the same with the seal and the seals at the top. So fingers crossed for that one. So yeah, back to the original video. And number 5, this is quite a, I won't say petty one, but it's just something that bugs me a little bit. Now I don't know if this happens on the hatch version, but on the estate, whenever you wash the car, well not so much when you wash the car because you dry it off anyway, but when it rains, the gap under the rear window where the boot is, the water sits in there. Now obviously, you know, coming from old Fords and things like that, sitting water is not a good idea as it rusts or causes rust. But yeah, the water sits under the window and there's nowhere for it to go, and yeah, it's just one of those things. It's maybe a bit petty, but it's not going to be great for it. So yeah, you can't leave one out every time it rains to dry it off, but yeah, try and keep that area very waxed, I guess. But yeah, there's not much I can do with that. But that's, to say, one of my things which, you know, annoys me about the car. So yeah, like I say, they're just my 5 things which, again, I don't say hate. There's probably a few other things which I can't think of at the moment which are annoying about the car, but overall it is a very nice car. So again, it is different from the ST, but you know, I had to move on. So in the future I may do 5 things which I love about this car, which will be quite easy to do. There's quite a lot which I do like. But yeah, for now, so again, as I say, I probably missed a few things out which, you know, you could think of, which is screaming at me now. So if you have any issues which you think I've missed out, which applies to the Mark III, I won't just say estate because that limits it, but Mark III in general, or 3.5, leave them down below so other people can see, and yeah, we'll see if there's any other things which I've missed. But yeah, as a general car, it's pretty good, to be fair. But yeah, I'm not going to waffle on. Again, leave any questions down below. If you want to see further content like this, you know, consider subscribing. You get to see all the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. If you have any other things which you don't like about the Mark III, to make it easier rather than just limiting it.